wash away from my heart this pain. Let the rain fall down and wash away. Now my heart sings for the saving grace of the Lord's precious Son. My soul cried out for the healing rain to fall down. My soul cried out for the healing rain to fall down. The tears he shed that day were the healing rain that my soul needs to mend my broken heart and wash away. My soul cried out for the healing rain to fall down. My soul cried out for the healing rain to fall down.
Home of the biggest hits. 24/7. 365 days a year.
Tune in, hang back. Emmachev got your rotation. Play that. Fire tracks in rotation. We bring vibes you've been craving. Play that. Tune in and hang back. Emmachev's got your rotation. Play that. Fire tracks in rotation. Let's get you grooving all day long. Play that.
Radio waves on repeat, get lost in the beat. Emmachev will keep it tight. Put the dial up on repeat. Feel the groove so deep.
You are listening to Emmachev Radio.
Your story's on my mind. You were my closest friend. I think you were too young. Why did it have to end like this, like this? No matter where you are, I feel you. I'm sinking here, fighting back the tears. We used to smile at little stuff, then after we would laugh. I won't forget the memories we had. No matter where you are, I feel you. I try to fill that space without your voice. No matter where you are, I'm with you. No matter where you are, Your flesh will be made whole and your life begin again. May God bring you home.
All the latest news and breaking headlines. Live from your local radio station. This is On the Hour News.
Tragic news out of the Red Sea today.
A tourist submarine sank near Hurghada, and 6 Russian tourists lost their lives.
39 others were rescued, but 4 are in intensive care, including at least 1 child.
It's just awful.
Yeah, really terrible.
It sounds like the sub, the Sinbad, was carrying 45 Russian tourists and crew.
It's still unclear what caused it to sink, but it's another blow to tourism in the region, which has already been suffering because of conflicts.
Many companies have already limited travel there.
It's so sad.
These submarines are supposed to offer a safe way to see the underwater world, without getting wet.
The Sinbad Club's website boasts about the beauty you can experience.
It's just heartbreaking that this happened.
Switching gears to some brighter news, Chelsea's women's team had a stunning victory in the Champions League. They crushed Manchester City, securing their spot in the semifinals.
3 first-half goals. Talk about a relentless performance. That's fantastic. They'll be facing Barcelona in the semifinals, which should be an incredible match.
Barcelona completely dominated Wolfsburg, winning 10-2 on aggregate.
It's going to be a real showdown.
And finally, some tech news with a political twist.
Trump hinted that he might ease tariffs on China if they cooperate with a TikTok deal.
So it sounds like he's acknowledging that China has a significant role to play in the sale of TikTok, especially given the April 5th deadline for ByteDance to find a non-Chinese buyer.
It's a complicated situation, to say the least, with 170 million American users hanging in the balance.
He's essentially saying he'd be willing to make a trade, reducing tariffs in exchange for China's approval of a TikTok sale.
It's a pretty bold move.
We'll have to see how that plays out.
Long day in the sun. Said it's been a long, 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 long day in the sun. Finally evening comes, so me sit down round the back and read a book and full of joy. Soon you know me not have to take no shot from no boy, cause me don't have a plan for them. And it no mean me I go send no man for them. Cause if I book them I read and I treat we like clown. Who say we have to take it lying down? Knowledge is the power, we control the tower and rival Elizabeth crown. Yeah, things will be better. Up, Mr. Step or elevator. Rise with the wind like a feather. Fly with the eagle then we sing like a bird. Yeah, things will be better. Up, Mr. Step or elevator. No matter what the time or the weather. Fly with the eagle then we sing like a bird. Yeah. One thing you should know is that I never give in. No, I never give in. No. And I will always grow as long as I'm living. Yes, I'm living. Oh yeah. Now if a poverty in the way, we slap him with a book, you see gloom and dismay. We slap him with a book, all evil same way. We slap him with a book, determination on display. Things will be better. Up, Mr. Step or elevator. Rise with the wind like a feather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing like a bird. You set me life better. Up, Mr. Step or elevator. No matter what the time or the weather. Fly with the eagle, then we sing, yeah. Long day in the sun. Said it's been a long, 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 long day in the sun. Man, I go spot no gun for make them come hunt me down when the troops them reply. Disrespect, all I call man boy. I rather sing one song for them than make my family come sing no song kid. Because enough them sing and I pass along down. That's when you got to take it lying down. But knowledge is the power, we control the tower. So don't make them catch you spellbound, cause things will be better. Up, Mr. Step or elevator. but I never give in. No, I never give in. No, and if I poverty in the way, we slap him with a book. You see gloom and dismay. We slap him with a book. All evil same way. We slap him with a book. Determination and display.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Achira. As usual, I'm going to narrate a story about prayer changes things. Do you believe that prayer changes things? Today, I'm going to talk about a family of Sister Mary. Sister Mary was blessed with one son. She had a husband who was a drunkard. Sister Mary was a staunch Christian. When I say staunch, I mean she was a serious Christian in church. She was a prayerful woman. She was a prayer warrior. How many women do you have in the society who are prayer warriors? How many women in the society who can say God is a God of impossibilities? How many women believe in prayers, sincerely pray? This is a story of one woman by the name Mary. Mary had a son whom she taught about prayer. Unfortunately, their dad or their husband was a drunkard. And this man used to beat Mary. The man used to beat his wife mercilessly. But because of the heart that this woman had, she continued persisting in prayer, and she encouraged the son to pray for their father. This man used to wake up early in the morning. He used to do nothing. He could bring nothing to the family. The only thing he could do, he could go out, drink, and once he come back in the evening, the only gift that he could do is to wake up the wife and beat her, and mercilessly beat her. The wife was a very able leader in church. She used to lead in many ministries in the church. The son was also a very good Christian who had hopes that one day, one time, the God of heaven could change their dad. So this man, each and every day he could come in the evening, and maybe when he used to find, maybe if by accident or by any chance he could find that the wife had left her money just like that, the man could just pick and go and use it to drink the beers, to just use it in the clubs. So the wife lived in a miserable life, but she was glowing. When I say glowing, it's because she had that grace of God. She invited the church elders, the women ministry departments to come and pray for her because of the situation that she had and the kind of husband that she had. So one day, this man used to pass by the cemeteries on coming back, because he used to come back at around midnight. So he used to pass by the cemeteries because he believed that in the cemeteries he could not find anyone or thieves maybe to attack him, because he believed that people fear passing by the cemeteries, so he could pass there and that was his route. So one day, Mary had prayed and the son had prayed. They had this one prayer: God in heaven, we pray that one day you could change our daddy, you could change my husband. That is the prayer of Mary. You could change my husband to one day he'll be a pastor, one day he will seek for you, God, one day he will leave all his wicked ways and he will stop beating me, God, and he will join us as we fellowship together. That was the prayer of Mary each and every day, despite the fact that this husband used to beat her terribly. Mary persisted in prayer. The son prayed and prayed and prayed. So one day when this man was coming back, as usual, as he was passing in his normal route, when it was around 12 midnight. And then he had two voices in the cemetery, at the cemetery. There were two voices. And this is what they were saying. This is mine, this is yours. This is mine, and this is yours. So he moved closer. He tiptoed. And he opened his ears long to hear what these two people were conversing. This is mine. He was like, okay. Of course he was drunk, but he had to sober up because he could not believe that people could be at the cemetery at that particular hour, because it was at the cemetery. People fear cemeteries because they believe people don't like to come closer to dead people. So he could not believe that there were people around that area. He moved closer to that place. This is mine, this is yours. This is mine, this is yours. Oh my God. And then he ran as fast as lightning to his home. Then what he just thought, because the wife has been teaching him about Jesus and Satan, because he knows once someone dies, you die as a sinner or a righteous person or a Christian. And when you are buried, he has that information that when Jesus will come back, definitely Satan will pick his wrong souls or those who died with sin, and Jesus will pick the righteous one or those who died as Christians. So in his mind, he knew that Jesus had come and Satan was there, so they were dividing souls in the cemetery. So he knew that the two voices, this is mine, this is yours. So he knew that definitely Satan was speaking his souls and Jesus was speaking his souls. So he ran to his home. In fact, even the drinks that he had taken, he had sobered up. He ran, he knocked his door, and he forced the wife to pray, to lay hands on him. He was telling the wife, please pray for me. I want to go to heaven. Jesus has come back. They are dividing souls. Satan is speaking his souls at the cemetery, and God is speaking his souls at the cemetery. Truly pray for me. I want to be a Christian. I want to go to heaven. I don't want to die a sinner. Little did he knew that there were two thieves who had stolen clothes, and because they believed that at the cemetery nobody can pass by, so they went to the cemetery to go and divide those clothes. So the two thieves were dividing the clothes. This is mine, this is yours. This is mine, this is yours. So the man interpreted that that is Satan and Jesus who are dividing souls. So because of this man changed his life, and from that end, he stopped going drinking. He started going to church. He accompanied the family to church. This man was nurtured well. Finally, he became a pastor and he became a good man. So what do we learn from this story? This story is teaching us that it is good to persist in prayers. As this woman, as this Mary, a prayer warrior who persisted in prayers, despite the beatings that this husband was doing unjustly to this woman, the woman remained faithful to pray unto God, a God of impossibilities. The son also prayed for this dad, that one day this man changed and became a very big pastor. As this is a teaching to all of us that we need to pray, we need to persist in prayers, because God tells us that once we pray and we persist in prayers, definitely we'll achieve our best and God will help us. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope we meet again next time. Bye-bye.
You are listening to Emmachev Radio.
Yo, Jay, can I get that drum track? Would you love me for myself, not material things? Forget all about my status and the cash I bring. No need for them gifts if you ain't my wife. We can take it to a level where it's not one night. Would you love me for myself, not material things? Forget all about my status and the cash I bring. No need for them gifts if you ain't my wife. We can take it to a level where it's not one night. I'm like a black James Bond, smooth and calm. Get your wifey on the table, high heels in the thong. Jeff, love it when you hit the club, showing you good. Sexy but independent, keep me harder than wood. Leather pants, high boots with the matching bra. I can tell she wanted more due to eye contact. It don't take much to make me get up on a vibe like that. When you're dressed to the T, you're more than sexy. High class female, don't need a college degree. If you're past 19, you can move with this. Only deal with hot chicks, big tits and thighs. A slim waistline and push their own ride. Drop dead gorgeous, loves the coalition. Know how to handle biz when a man is on a mission. Put out for a nigga and provide your best. Then you can brag to your friends how you're moving with Jeff.